never seen this man angry or unhappy. He is always smiling.
C'était inouï le nombre de blagues qu'il pouvait nous sortir.
Exceptionnellement agréable. Il avait un bagage d'anecdotes sans fin.
He just had that friendliness and that human side of him.
On ne pouvait jamais s'ennuyer avec lui. Et tout ça va nous manquer, John.
So when I first met John 25 years ago, my first impressions were that he was very calm and soft-spoken, which put us residents quite at ease. He picked our brains, and he was a very excellent teacher.
When I was applying for a residency position in dermatology, the first place that I was called for was at the Vic. Ralph Wilkinson was the chief at the time. He told me, well, you should go down to the clinic where we do our clinical activities and meet some of the residents and the staff who was there. So I went down there, and the staff who was running the clinic at the time was John Ely. And I remember him very well from that very first encounter. He was smiling, put me at ease just at first sight. And this is when I thought that, yes, I think I could make it, at the Vic and at McGill, and I would feel at home.
When I used to walk into the room, he would just swing his arm up and say, "Hey, Harry, come on in, have a seat," with a big smile on his face.
Ce qui est le fun aussi, c'est que, à cause peut-être une possible ressemblance entre lui et moi, souvent, lorsque John allait à Québec, il le confondait avec moi, puis il lui disait: ta formule de prescription pour l'épididrose, là, comment tu l'as fait ou comment tu l'as fait pas? Il m'a dit, on m'a pris pour toi, et on m'a demandé des questions à propos de l'hyperdose.
All those years that we've been together, we've had this men's journal club that we created, and where we meet every so often, usually in a nice restaurant where we have a good meal. And sometimes we discuss articles in scientific journals. Not always, but sometimes. And one of the highlights of this meeting is at the end, after we've had a glass or two of wine, we start telling jokes. John Ely knows all of them. And he has a repertoire of jokes which is endless.
What was amazing to me was John's memory. Of course, he put it to good use for dermatology, but in social settings, within an instant, he could retrieve a joke and tell it to the whole group. Now, he must have had a huge number of jokes that were classified in his mind. And when he used to tell a joke, he used to say, well, that's number 7 or that's number 9. Not only that, he had sub-classifications for each joke where it was the same joke with a variable in it.
C'était comme si dans son cerveau, il y avait un réservoir juste dédié à l'humour.
Ranging from mouth-watering cases of lobsters he used to get to his cousins or uncles and Grand Bazaar of Istanbul. It was quite entertaining and enjoyable. He kept us laughing over and over again. I don't know how many hundreds of or thousands of jokes he has in that computerized mind of his, but it was amazing.
So we've had lots of fun with this joke telling.
Il y avait aussi des points où on était plus en commun. John et moi-même ont toujours fait du jardinage, et John et Cathy ont été reconnus pour leur jardin de roses.
He had so many passions and different things interested him. So it was not just dermatology when we used to sit down and talk together. For example, one of his great passions was gardening. So we could be there and discussing together through different types of roses, for example, which would be more hardy, which would be less hardy during the winter time, and so on.
He has a very nice garden here in TMR. He grows many different plants, from seeds and seedlings that he grows during the winter and then plants during the spring. He has a fancy for roses, and he is a member of the TMR Horticultural Society, and he exposes his roses every year. He wins prizes. I don't know if the fact that his wife Kathy was the president of the Horticultural Society has anything to do with it, but I think both of them are very nice people, and I'm very glad and proud to have been a friend of John Ely.
So, John, basically, unfortunately, I can't make it, but I would have loved to be there to celebrate this day with you. Go ahead, enjoy to the maximum your retirement. I wish you all the best.
Alors, ça nous fait plaisir à tous les deux, entre Annick et moi-même, de féliciter John pour sa carrière, pour tout son dévouement qu'il a eu envers la dermatologie, pour sa pratique et tout l'enseignement qu'il a fait à McGill.
نيابة عن زملائك وأصدقائك نود أن نرسل إليك خالص تهانينا بمناسبة التقاعد. Translation: Kathy and John have a fruitful, peaceful, and healthy retirement. You deserve it.
What can we wish to John Ely? I've never seen this man angry or unhappy. He's always smiling. And I think he is the perfect example of someone who is, really well with himself. He's had beautiful kids, intelligent kids. What else can we wish? Happy retirement, lots of golf, and lots of gardening.